everyone, I'm Megan with AbelCine, coming to you from NAB 2017 from the show floor. And right now with me is Seth from CW Sonder Optic, and we're checking out the new line of Leica lenses. So Seth, tell me about this new line, the Thalia lenses.
Yeah, so what we did is we saw that a lot of people were moving to larger format cinematography, and there weren't a lot of lenses options out there, particularly consistent spherical lens sets. So we decided to develop a set of prime lenses that cover up to 60 millimeter image circle, which is Alexa 65 and everything down from that, VistaVision, full frame. So it'll cover everything.
And they're still very small and lightweight, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. They're all under 4 pounds. They're about the same size as our Summoluxes, give or take. Some are actually smaller.
And they have 95 diameters, is that right? Just like your other lenses?
Yeah, they're all 95 millimeter front with 92 millimeter threaded fronts. So you can put in protective filters or NDs just right into the lens.
And what about the focal lengths and the T-stop? Just tell me maybe how many and what the T-stops are.
Sure. We're going to have 9 lenses total from 24 to 180. The 6 will be delivering in a couple months, and then the other 3 will follow toward the end of this year. The T-stops range from about 2.6 to 2.9. The longer and wider ones are actually 3.6.
Well, they're definitely beautiful. I was reading about how you tried to keep a very organic look with high-resolution cameras. You still want to have a look to it. Can you talk about that for a minute?
Sure. Yeah, these lenses they're based on the Leica S series of medium format lenses, which are a rather kind of cinematically beautiful lens to begin with. But because we had to completely deconstruct them and make the image circle significantly larger than they started out with, we had the opportunity to add a lot into the lenses that wasn't there to begin with. So we did a lot with coatings and with some new elements to create a kind of a clear but not overly sharp image. So we kind of tried to dial that back a little bit because we feel that with larger sensors, overly sharp doesn't always play as well. We tried to maintain the skin tone character from the Leica Summolux C and Summicron C lenses, and then we did a completely new iris design as well, with a completely circular iris through all stops. So it's a 15-blade iris that stays circular as you stop down.
Beautiful. Can't wait to check them out. All right, let's see what's next. Hey everybody, now we're here checking out the new Leica M0.8 lenses and new mount for the Alexas. So Seth, tell us a little bit about this lens line.
So what we did is we took the very popular Leica M photography lenses and we kept all the optics. We just made them a little bit more cinema friendly by building them with M0.8 module pitched gear rings for focus and iris. We also added front sunshades in standard 80 millimeter size with a 77 millimeter thread for filters. And the concept was to create a very creative option for people. Obviously it's a small set of 5 lenses, so it doesn't solve everyone's needs, but it provides some really cool looks and really cool opportunities for either someone looking for something different or small camera setups, compact things, gimbals and drones. Yeah.
And what's still amazing, even with that concept, they still cover Super 35 and full frame?
Yeah, the lenses were designed for the Leica rangefinder full frame cameras, so they do illuminate the full frame sensor. So on a camera like an Alexa Mini or a Red, 8K or 6K Dragon or Helium, they have full illumination.
You can really add an interesting look then to those high resolutions, right?
Yeah. The Leica M lenses are kind of iconic in the photography world. They don't generally have a very flat plane of focus, so you see focus start to roll off a little bit. You start to see a lot of character, you would call it. Something that people are going to vintage lenses in cinema to look for has always been a part of the Leica M photography heritage. So we're bringing that much requested look into the cinema world.
I know they're extremely fast, right? I see a fast T-stop.
Yeah, so we have at f1.4 we have a 21, 24, 28, and 35, and then the 50 millimeter is a f0.95.
That's amazing. And I know everyone's going to ask, they're really brand new, but when can we expect to start testing them?
Yeah, so we announced them in September. We're starting to deliver now. So they are available now. What is new that we're still working on, though, is the mount here we're showing on the Alexa Mini, which is brand new, and we'll start delivering in a couple of months here.
Amazing. All right, let's check out what's next. Here we are now with another new announcement and new lens from Leica. We have the Summicron 15 millimeter lens that finishes out the set here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this lens?
Yeah, so the Leica Summicron 15 millimeter, it's a T2.0 Super 35 plus lens. So it illuminates a 36 millimeter diagonal, which easily covers the red Helium 8K, Dragon 6K, Alexa Open Gate, these larger Super 35 plus sensors.
And also the same diameter and similar size and weight as the rest of the set?
Yeah, so we matched the existing other 10 lenses in the Summicron set. So it's a 95 millimeter diameter. The length is about a ½ inch longer than the rest, which it matches the 135. So the 135 and the 115 or the 15 are each a ½ inch longer than the rest.
Right, that makes sense. This is the wide end and the long end, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and we tried to make a really well-corrected low distortion 15 to cover these larger sensors.
Right. Yeah, and when is this one shipping? When can we expect to see this one?
So this one was announced quite a while ago, but we're starting shipping now. So we're in now, and in the coming months, we have our first lenses coming in now, and then we'll have serial production going in the coming months.
All right, thank you. Let's check out what's next. Here we are now checking out the new Macro Lux. So last year we saw the +1 Macro Lux, but Leica has added 2 more to the line.
Yeah, that's right. So we had released a +1. It was stackable, so you could do higher powers, but we did have a call from a lot of cinematographers to do some variety. So we've added a +2, and we also added a +0.5, so to back it off a little bit for a little less of an effect.
Right. And as far as the diameter, so they're 95 diameter, they go on all of your Leica lenses?
Yeah, so they're actually 95 millimeter front and back, which is how we can stack them. So you can put them on all the Leica main lenses, the Summilux, Summicron, the new Thalias, even the M0.8s with a step ring to go from 80 to 95. But additionally, there's a lot of lenses out in the market like Ultra Primes or Master Anamorphics that also have 95 millimeter fronts, and these work wonderful with those.
They're really amazing. We're checking them out right now with this watch, so close proximity to the camera. What type of feedback are you getting from your clients?
People are really excited about it. You know, diopters are something that older DPs are really familiar with. I think younger, newer DPs are just exploring and just learning about. And the creative aspects that you can do, I mean, macro is the most well-known one. But when you have a lower power one, like a 0.5 or a 1, you can also use them on wide lenses to shorten your depth of field if you have to stop down your lens, or if you want to give a really like kind of smooth, accentuated, out of focus experience. There's a lot that you can do with it that, you know, it opens up possibilities.
Right. I was just going to say it's great to play with them and see what type of looks you can create.
Right. It really is that kind of a thing where if you haven't worked with them before, you need to try them on lenses to see what you can do with it. You know, get a couple people, get a scene set, and just play.
And when can we expect the rest of them shipping, so the +2 and the 0.5?
So the +2 is starting to ship now. The 0.5 is coming in the next month or two.
Nice. Thank you, Seth. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we'll show you more from the show floor.